All right, so now for the next funny story from my life. This next one is probably my oldest son's favorite story in the whole world. He was, I think he was 4 years old when this happened. And he just loves telling everybody about this story, so I figured I might as well. He would wait until there would be a big group of people and all my friends standing around, and he'd be like, "Hey, Dad, you want to tell that story?" Or he would just go ahead and tell it for me. And oh yeah, it always got lots of laughs. It was great. But I was sitting there in my chair, eating dinner. Just a normal night. Another night, chilling, eating dinner, and I had a big plate of lasagna, and I just gotten down just to eat it. Just went to sit down and eat it, and I think we were watching TV or whatever. I'm kind of distracted, and I'm not really paying attention, and I'm eating. And I don't know what it is, but I turn over, and I look behind me, and when I look behind me, right there behind me, right behind me, there was a giant spider, and I am pretty arachnophobic. I have chilled out a little bit in the last couple years, but I used to be really bad to where I hated spiders bad. And this was a giant wolf spider. I'm not even kidding. It was giant, huge, and it was just right there whispering in my ear like, "Hey Josh, what's up? What are you doing? Can I have some of your lasagna?" And so I immediately lose my shit and go, "Ah!" and get up and run like a little girl screaming. And I threw my lasagna up above my head, onto the wall, onto everything. I immediately just lost my shit and said, "Ah!" and ran and took off running and screaming. And that little kid lost it. He thought that was the funniest thing in the whole entire world, that his great big dad was so scared of a little spider, and he lost it. He thought it was so funny. And ever since that day, anytime there's a good group of people around, even though he's older now, he's 19 years old now, he still loves to bring up that story. He will gladly bring it up and be like, "Hey Dad, you should tell that story." But when he was a little kid, when he was 4 or 5, like right after it happened, that was the hot pressing news every day. Every person he saw, we'd meet strangers in the store, and he'd be like, "Hey Dad, you should tell him the story." I'm like, no, I shouldn't tell him the story. I don't want to tell him the story. I'm done. No, kid. But yeah, it was just another one of my crazy life adventures. And kids are great. I love them so much. They keep you on your toes, and they make you appreciate life. But yeah, that's just another funny story. I try to brighten everybody's day a little bit by just telling funny stories from my past. I got a lot of them. I'm realizing that a lot of them are inappropriate, so I'm just trying to do the best I can to keep the better ones going. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks for keeping up.